Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, so we run into some issues here. How do I need to plug in my phone somehow? Ah, whatever. Alright. Woo! Alright, oh my god. Need to quickly do some things. Whereas, yeah. Okay. So I wanna grab something. Alright, okay, put it on Discord. I'm supposed to stream on Discord. Copy link address. Oh, that grab a thingy for my phone. Live. Yep, I want to send now. Alright, that's awesome. Bum 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 bum. Alright, and that's our in here on stand by. See chat. Don't be able to see chat if I don't do things. Where's it? Oh my god. Okay. I can't really. Oh, that's actually awesome. I can do that. Perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna put on some music to have in the background. The stream. The stream too. Is that too loud? It looks too loud. Like that. I'll put the volume down for me as well. Actually, no, we can have it. Just really boost the volume. Yeah. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah. Alright, yeah, that's good, that's good. Oh my god, perfect! I'm gonna just have it loop. Awesome. Awesome stuff. want to join. Join the stream. Oh. The mic. Alright, so. What am I doing now? We're gonna start Unity. Yeah, that's how we begin. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yay. Green capture. Uh-oh. That's not right. How do we fix that? Oh, captain person. Okay, awesome. So, we have a simple thing that we're doing. I wanna increase the volume, I think. This song's really quiet for some reason. I think I'm gonna add some more songs. Some Cuphead songs. More Fury. Let's add that. Add that to the mix. Add to keep. Oh my god, the Discord. Okay. What else was? Hi, let's see, hijinks. Yeah. No, that's not what we want. Alright. Perfect. And then I could put that like up here. Oh, yeah, I think that's perfect. That's actually perfect. Right. So, what's 2D apps? Okay. I do wanna use the render pipeline, yeah. I'm gonna close my window. Oh. What's this? I'm learning. Oh, it's one of these ones. This. Interesting. High definition, 30 sample. Wow. A small scope. Oh. That comes for game check. I might actually try this out. Yeah, I wanna try this sometime. Yeah. Try this out sometime. Make it a multiplayer game. Oh, I've got one idea for one. But it'll have to be a while. Hello. Toe. What's the difference? What's the difference between this and this? It's actually in it. Proxy, yeah. Doesn't really look any different to what it usually is like. Looks exactly the same. Woo! Hello. Hello, Toe. Creo. What's in this? Guys, it's been installed here and they're in the pipeline. Oh, on top of this, that could also work. I might just do that. Download a template. Yeah. So, what are we gonna call this? Mobile. I need a good project name. Jump phone. I think that's perfect. Create project. Yeah. That's how we do it around here. Maybe I should bring up... No, I don't want to... Do we want the VTuber avatar? I'm gonna quickly check something. Maybe I could bring the VTuber avatar over here. I need to move some stuff though. Do we want it? That's the question. Do we want the VTuber avatar? Yeah, I think we want it. I think we want it. Where is it? I need to open Steam. Where is it? It's not there. Rentals. Where is it? The hell? Oh my god. Where did it go? Where's the VTubing thing? What happened? What am I adding shelf? Uncategorized. Oh, there it is. I got it I haven't uninstalled it. Why is it uninstalled? Like, indeed. Oh no, it's gonna take ages to download. Right. I'm gonna have to make do without it. It seems. Boys box. Even better. Oh. And Unity is still loading. That's just how it is. It's taking its sweet time. Oh, that's a downloaded though. Means I could do this. I'm gonna need one of these. So I can up. Yep. gonna have to give me a second. What, is it gonna have my thing saved? Or am I gonna have to re-import it? I don't know if I can, because I don't remember. Oh, it's a... transparent in capture toggle. So where's that? I need to make it. Okay. Alright, man. I get it. Like. Right, is it working? Oh! It's working. Oh my god. I need a better background. This is not good. Okay. Oh my god. Beauty's still not done. It is still going. Could you believe that? Like, literally. Okay. What if I... Whoa. Isn't that crazy? Oh, no one watching. Like, what? I thought there'd be people there. Where is everyone? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's done. Oh. That. What? I didn't hear anything. The music, it wasn't playing for a good while, I guess. I'm gonna start from 0 and start playing Counter-Strike. Keeps coming up. I don't want it. What's this? Is that? Oh, that's that. Oh, don't know, that's team plates. What's Fantasy, yep. Editor. Oh. That's kind of interesting. So, how does this work? Very interesting. what else we got here? Tutorial info. What's this? I don't have an app that can open it, apparently, so. Maybe. What's this? Okay. Interesting. This would be editing. Oh, this. Okay, this is when I like delete the thingy, right? Oh, I could delete this then, right? You know, I don't need it. No, I shouldn't break anything. Surely it shouldn't. I wish I had a second monitor, that would be really convenient. I could do stuff, I could look at chat without having to use my phone. Okay. So, today, I am making a... I'm making a mobile game. We're making a mobile game today. And it's going to be very special. Because, okay, hang on, I need to figure out what I can show and what I can't show. Let's see. Okay. Let's take a little screenshot. This is the inbox. Right. Okay. What are my apps got removed? One of my games got removed from the App Store. Isn't that crazy? Let's see that. Yep. I'm just gonna pull it up on screen. If I can find it. This one? Where is it? Okay, it's that one. Yep. So here it is. So I received a notification that looks like this. As you can see, it's not very good. It means that if I don't upload a game within 55 days, my developer account on Google could be closed. That's not very nice. That's not very chill. You know? Yeah. So we're gonna fix that today by making a mobile game. Yep. So we're gonna move this to the center, and then I can okay, that's better. Joe jump scare. Yep. So I think I have an idea. Kinda. The player can be a ball today. Yeah. So. Where's your buddy? Where's your buddy 2D? And it's a circle, cool idea. So. There's our player. Okay. Good stuff. Right, so our player, and we're gonna make a little ball for it. That's also a good idea. Create a square. Oh, I can make a static sprite. It can be our floor for now. Yes. Awesome. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna make it so that we don't rotate. Up. Freeze rotation. This is where I'm actually, so I want to do a mobile input, but that will require me to disconnect. Wait, no, I think I can do it differently. Hang on. I have a charger. Okay, that's actually awesome. Right, never mind. Okay. Plug it into my USB. I can plug the USB into my laptop. And now, turn on USB debugging. I can do stuff on my phone, which is handy. But I also need to look at chat. So my ability to do that is a bit limited. Okay, Alright, so I need to go check for a tutorial that we can use. Hello. Thought my VTuber avatar was an alien. It practically is at this point. I'm also kind of glitching out though. Hello? Yeah. I've been getting so many videos on my For You page about aliens. I think the government's like preparing us for intergalactic war. And it seems like the only possible answer for why it's happening. Yep. I'm looking for a tutorial. Unity touch inputs. And now I'm gonna switch to the scene. Win single-handedly. Glorp, as we say, back on Venus. Wait, okay, so we have a Brachy's tutorial. Then we have this tutorial, which is newer. Something like this could also be interesting. Okay.
That we get the most is to do tutorials on mobile games.
Oh my.
And at the top
Glitching out a
of that
bit.
list is touch controls. So we thought it was
That's
finally
not meant to
time.
happen.
Here's how to control your game using touch input in Unity. But before we get started, this video is sponsored by Unity Pro. To all of you indie game developers out there, Unity Pro is the perfect match for freelancers or teams of 2 people.
Okay.
Today I'll be giving you an introduction into Unity's input system, touch. And
Okay.
this works exactly
Very
as you see
interesting.
here on mobile
Oh. Hello.
as well. And so what you see here is that we are simulating touch in the Unity editor. And then once we're ready to build, we can directly build to our phone and it will now work with our finger instead of a mouse. And thank you to Unity
Sit back
for sponsoring this video.
and
so
watch.
We'll be using the new but not so new input system, and to do so we can go into the window package manager, then we can go to Unity
So it's a package. It's a download package. Okay, alright. Oh my. This is so scary.
registry at the top, and we have to download the input system package, which you can scroll down until you locate input system, which
Input system. Install. In-app purchasing. Oh, hold up. What is this? Oh my. Okay, it's not super important right now. So I just won't include it. Oh, okay, alright, we're just recompiling everything. As usual. We love waiting. Wow. Isn't this fun? Uh-oh. Native platform brackets for the other name. Okay, so I need to restart the editor. Awesome. Gonna do on its own, or was it always gonna be okay? You have to do it now, manually. Oh. Okay. Did it on its own. I guess it's just cool like that. Let me wait. Whoa. Can't believe this. Almost like I should have streamed earlier in the day, you know? Ah! Okay. That's just like... It's just gonna take some time, apparently. Way too much time. I'm gonna ping everyone again. Double ping. Oh wait, hang on. We're so back. It's so back. Okay. Advertisement. Like AI navigation. Oh! That wasn't working before, I don't think. Okay, interesting. Advertisement and legacy. Why is it legacy? How odd, how interesting and wacky and zany. Oh, is this a new one? I think this is a new one. I know, right? The mic quality's amazing. I've got no idea what this sounds like. Hang on, let me run a little test, if I may. What does this actually sound like? Okay, whatever, alright. Now it's silent. Is it silent now? But it doesn't look silent from the little thing here. You turn on some music. Okay. What is it? Is it still quiet? It's part of the yeah, it's all part of the aesthetic. This is all intentional. So back to this tutorial.
Currently it's at 1.3.0 at the time of this video, and click install, or you can use the search bar up here to search input system, which filters out the images, and make sure here to click yes to restart the editor, and this will make the input system apply the new.
Is it too loud? Is the mic too loud? Or the music too loud?
Well, I do have a whole video just on that topic, but there's two main reasons that I use it. one of them is because
I'd
it encourages
drink you
the
if you were a brew.
flexibility of control.
If you were a brew,
You
I would
can
drink you
define an action and it
very
can now
quickly.
work on two different devices. Let's say your phone and the computer, and maybe even the PlayStation 5. So you don't have to write code for each one of these consoles. You just have to write the code
Interesting.
one time. And the second one is because it is event driven, meaning that it shoots off events in response to certain actions that have been performed. And so
Interesting.
you don't need to do everything in the update method anymore, which is really
Oh,
nice.
okay,
I
that's
hated
actually
having the update method
a lot better, to be fair.
cluttered with tons of if-else statements. So I'll show you how to do that now. To start, let's make a scripts folder. So right click and create a folder. And I'm just gonna name it
Alright,
your
it's
script.
alright.
It can be the first
I'll
folder.
see you some other time.
Click and create
Bye bye.
action, which is the last option. Input actions. And so this is going to be basically your directory of actions. And so I'm going to call this touch action. And a action.
Oh wait, hang on. I missed something. I think.
Actions. And so this is create an input action, which is the last option.
Uh-huh.
Input action.
They just copied Unreal Engine. I can't believe this. What's this for? Notifications. I don't know what this is. What if I just... Can I just like delete this? Yeah, I don't really want it. Get rid of it. Get out of there. Was this not working? Delete it. Alright. That's not what I wanted to do. Can I... There we go. Scripts. And we want to make import new assets. We want to create. Oh, I see. What's this called?
Actions. And so this is going to be basically
What is
your
it gonna be?
directory of actions. And so I'm going to call this touch action. And a action is just
Interesting. So, touch action. Very nice. Now what?
a certain control.
Just a
So let's say
thing.
you want the player to jump. That will
I
be
see.
an action. Running will be another
Mhm.
action, and within that action you'll have
I bet.
controls that trigger that action. So the first thing we need is an action map. So let's create an action map, and this is just a set of actions. So let's just call this touch, and it's neat because you can actually disable
Oh. Okay, alright, so we're gonna touch.
and enable different maps for different circumstances. So you might want a set of controls on one scene, but not on another scene. And so here are the actions, and each action will have a control that it is bound to. So let's say we want our player to move to a certain location. Well, you can select this action and press F2 and rename this to move, or add one here instead and name that move.
I see. So this one, oh yeah, it's just gonna be move, isn't it? Move.
Which I'm just going to right click and delete this one. So now you have a move action, which we'll be able to query in our code and see whenever the player has pressed the control that is bound to our move action. So for an action, we have a type, and it can have multiple types. You have value, button,
Interesting.
or pass through. Button is simply if it is, well, a button and you press it once and it returns one value. Similar to a key on the keyboard, the mouse button, even pressing down on the screen can be considered a button. Then we have value, which allows you to select a control type, and the control type is what this action will return. So right now we have it selected as a button, so it will return a type of float. Axis will also return a type of float. However, axis is on a scale. Button will only return 0, 1, or -1, while this will return a float value depending on the control that you're using. We can also return a vector 2 for something such as
Oh,
a joystick
it's a
or
touch
even the
right there.
WASD keys. Or you can just keep it general and select any and have the control itself derive what type it will return.
I
So
see.
as an example, if we select here no binding, the binding is the actual control itself. We can select the path, which you'll see there's numerous options here, but we'll want to go to the touchscreen option, and you'll see now here are all of the
Okay. Oh my. Screen. So, oh my god. Oh my god.
different controls that we can assign to our action. We can assign the delta, which you see has an X and a Y, so the delta returns a vector 2. We can assign the position, press, so this is a boolean and tells you if a button has been pressed. You can return the pressure of the press. And now there's something called primary touch. The primary touch is the finger that's driving this current action. So if you only have one finger on the screen, that will be the primary touch. And if you scroll down, you can actually see now you have touch 0, touch 1, touch 2, touch 3, all the way to touch 9. So it supports up to 10 fingers on the screen, which makes
Ooh.
sense. And so you can have actions for all sorts of fingers. In our case, we only want to
What if you
do
have
one finger. And
11 fingers?
for each finger, you can get the delta, indirect touch, which means if this was either a finger or some sort of pen that touched the device, the phase that the touch is on. So touches have phases, whether it's started, whether it's moved, and whether it has been finished. The current position, and this is returned in screen coordinates, whether the touch has contact with the screen, the pressure, the radius of the touch, the start position, so when you started pressing on the screen, not where you currently are, but when you started pressing on it, when you started pressing on the screen.
Oh, we got Whoa. Well, my dad just sent me some live leak footage. Holy shit! Alright.
If you've tapped on the screen, how many times you've tapped on it, and the actual ID of this touch. So every touch has an ID associated with it, so you can keep track of the fingers and whatnot. And so you can look at these more in depth in the documentation, which I will link down below. You'll see here all of the controls, the types, and the descriptions of these controls. But for now, what we want to keep track of is the position of our touch. So in this case, let's go back to the action and select our control type to vector 2. And if you're wondering the difference between the
Okay. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay.
value and the pass-through, there's not much difference.
Oh, okay, I get it. That's it. That's better. Who is this guy now? I'm curious. Interesting. Whoa. Okay.
Up front, and I have a whole video explaining this, but basically pass-through does not perform any processing on the input. So if you have multiple fingers on the screen, it will send all of that input into your action, whereas value, you have a driving finger or a driving control that determines the output of an action. So in this case, with our move, we only really want one finger to drive the move action. So once we've selected that, and with vector 2, we can go to no binding and now go to touchscreen and actually select right here, position. And two other quick things. We have interactions, which actually select right here.
Okay. Interesting. That's not right. What? Regulator.
Position and two
Value of vector 2.
and now go to touchscreen and
The value and touch.
selected that, and with vector 2.
Oh wait, I meant okay. I mean vector 2. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, just nothing there, I guess. I get it. Position. Yup.
We can go to no binding and now go to touchscreen and actually select right here, position. And two other quick things. We have interactions, which basically determine when an action is being performed. So if you want this action to be performed once you've held down a certain amount of time, you can put hold. You can do a press, which is just pressing down. A slow tap. So tapping is just quickly tapping on the screen. And then there's also tap. And then processors add some processing to the value that's outputted from this action. And I have like a million videos on all of this explaining really in depth what each of these mean, which are in the description. And I'm just going to rename this with F2 to touch position. And another action that I want to have is touch press. So once we press on the screen, the path will be here, touch screen, press, single touch. We don't want multi-touch here. We only want this to be triggered once we press with one finger. And you can also search up here for an action, or if you have the control, you can press listen. And if I press the space bar, for example, the space will show up here. You can also add multiple bindings, which are the controls themselves, to an action. And you can also add modifiers, which I do have another video on. Okay, so now we have our two main actions. And I just want to make note that as a control type, you can also return a whole touch control type, which is very interesting. That lets you see all of the details related to
that's what I did.
But I will put that back to vector 2. So once you're done, make sure to save the asset. You can also click auto save here, so it saves it automatically, and we can exit out of that.
What? What happened?
So it saves it automatically.
Autosave.
Save the asset.
Okay, man, it's like...
You can also click auto save here, so it saves it automatically. And we can exit out of that. Now, to actually use this in our script, we're going to want to right click on the hierarchy and create an empty game object. And let's call this the touch manager. And now in the inspector, we can add a player input component, which is included in the input system package. And now we can just drag and drop our input action asset into the actions parameter here, or you can select this little circle and search for it. The player input component is basically a wrapper around the input system that gives you a set of helper functions and just makes it easier to use the input system without having to write so much code up front. And you'll see here we have a default map, so the map that's default, and we only have one, so it's touch. There's different ways how to use the player input component. I do have another whole video on this. I know I am repeating that quite a bit, but...
Okay. So... what is it? It is... what? It's just an empty object, okay. Touch manager, and it goes inputs. Player input manager. Why is that the one called? Player input. I should say. All right. Lovely.
Map that's default, and we only have one, so it's touch. There's different ways how to use the player input component. I do have another whole video on this. I know I am repeating that quite a bit, but if you do want to learn more in depth, I do recommend looking at that specific video, which is how to use Unity's input system. And these are different ways on how to read the events being triggered from the input action asset. In this case, I recommend creating a script and doing it yourself just because it gives you more control. So let's call this the touch manager script. And so the first thing we want to do is erase all the nonsense that we don't need.
Okay, so let's do that then. So it's a touch manager.
And then we want to import the using Unity engine .input system. And now we want a reference to our player input component. So we want a private player input. Let's call it player input. Then in an awake function, we can get a reference to that. So player input equals get component player input. Great. And now basically we want to get a reference to our actions in the
inside of the thingy. Alright. Interesting.
Input. Now you can do that each time. However, I like to make variables for them. So private input action, and we can call this the touch position action. And we also have a private input action, and we can call this the touch press action. And so then in the awake function, we can do touch press action equals player input dot actions, which is our list of actions. And you'll see that now we can have some parameters here, such as action maps, which return the maps associated with the action. You can add an action map. We can use find action if you'd like. We can find our action, whatever you named it, and it is cap sensitive, so make sure you spell it exactly correct. So we called it touch press. Touch press. Adversely, you can also do this.
Okay, hang on, I'm getting a bit complex. Let me open the Visual Studio. Oh, that's quick. Never loads that quick. What the hell? It's crazy. Oh, I don't know. I want to sign it. Let me write stuff. Robots. Production. Right. Unity engine. Dot input system. Touch prep, touch position action. Okay. Okay, so let's just one variable. The first one here is robots. Player input. Input, I guess. Alright. What's it going to be called? Press action. I think it's player input, so player input. Yep. I believe that's it, yep. And touch press action. Touch press action equals now player actions. Or player input. Action.
If you like to go more wild and old school, which is how I like to do it, and then we can copy that and now do that for the touch position action, and now do touch position.
Oh, hang on. So has that got anything to do with this?
We have a reference to.
Oh, hang on, I think I gotta go back.
You spell it exactly correct. So we called it touch press. Touch press. Adversely, you can.
I see how it is. Find action. There we go.
You can also do this if you like to go more wild and old school, which is how I like to do it. And then we can copy that and now do that for the touch position action, and now do touch position. And so now we have a reference to our actions. If we want to be notified on when these actions have been pressed, either we can, in the update function, check on each frame if a value is being pressed and read the value, or we can use events. And I'll show you how to do both of them. In the case of events, we can have an on-enable function and an on-disable function, because we want to make sure to unsubscribe from events when the script is being disabled, so we don't keep getting notified of things when we can't do anything about it. So let's say for our touch press action, we want to be notified once it's performed. So there's 3 callbacks. There's the started callback, which is when the action has been started. There's the performed callback, when the action has been officially performed. In the case of a button, that just means
I'll be right back. Up. Okay. Yeah, I'll just end stream. No one's watching.